Have you finished those errands? 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 Aaron.
Ah! Oh, shoot! I couldn't be waiting for recording.
A few moments later.
It's Saturday, and there are no customers in the Quasi Clan at the moment. I thought they're closed on Sundays, though. Anyway, a hard-body die incident and we saw that with Mr. Quas's cars getting detached by his body. What made this worse is that this isn't the first time this happened.
Oh no, not again.
Oh yeah, what's even worse is that the TC Clan gets hit by numerous objects, and because unconscious. And to put more salt in the wound, the last object was a dime. A dime! With Mr. Quass going to the hospital, he leaves both Squidward and SpongeBob and turns at the restaurant. However, Squidward decides to diss SpongeBob, telling him that he has some errands to do. But as he was headed back home, the octopus imagines SpongeBob staying at the restaurant, feeling a bit silly. When Patrick asks him things for a quarter, the young Sponge suddenly pulls every single money out of the restaurant. This causes Squidward to freak out and goes straight back to the Quasi Clan to tell the restaurant. If there's one lesson to take away from this, it's that if you're responsible for a business, don't leave it all to one employee because it's not good for any. Oh, so you think it's perfectly fine that you let me be kidnapped for 2 months? Wait, is that Star Master's voice? Yeah, take you long not to notice that. Star Master, I swear I did was holding you. Huh? She's not real? It's just my imagination after all. Anyway, where are we? Oh yeah, got it! To make sure he knows how to do things, Squidward asks SpongeBob what he could get if he stations a dollar to him. To my amazement, this Sponge knows hundreds of ways of doing things. No wonder why Star Master likes this boy. He does an excellent job of buying things. After the false alarm, Squidward can safely take his day out at his house. Or so I thought. The sis telling the octopus that imagines SpongeBob saying the Quasi Clan on fire by swinging on the cast register. In this episode taught me anything, that this single cast register is a threat in itself. First he knocks Squidward out, then he makes Mr. Quass bleed out, and now he can set the whole place on fire. Who made this cast register? Rest in peace, imaginary SpongeBob. He died by getting engulfed by flames. Like last time, this causes Squidward to panic and start running back to the Quasi Clan. However, he does start to notice that he's just really silly.
Oh, what am I doing? I am wasting valuable relaxing time. That's what I'm doing. What are the odds? SpongeBob setting the Krusty Krab on fire.
What are the odds that a fire truck so happens to go into the west of the Quasi Clan? I can't. Regardless, this coincidence timing, as we saw that when Squidward was returned to Quasi Clan again and flying SpongeBob in the podcast. I would say that even though he clearly sees Squidward freaking out, SpongeBob is just unfazed by the whole deal. All he wanted was if the officer has finished his errors yet. With his million dollars rolling around, Squidward says can't a break. When he tries to relax, he does in the worst case scenario ever. Then when he gets back to the Quasi Clan, everything is just perfectly fine. This scene alone summarizes what Squidward's going through right now. And you want to know what's even worse than that? How about Squidward wasn't back to the Quasi Clan for the last time without any clothes on? Yeah, that's definitely gonna be embarrassing for him. It turns out that the only reason why the Quasi Clan wasn't getting any customers was because the clothes side was still on. Nobody switched it to open. So basically, Squidward wasted his entire day off because us that Squidward actually cares for his dog, and it is neighbor SpongeBob. Him overthinking negative situations over and over again was common for him dissing his responsibilities that Mr. Krabs put to him. There's a reason why Squidward has it quit his job, because despite him being bitter about it, the octopus notices that being a cashier was the best option he had available. While the song isn't continuity heavy, later episodes prove that Squidward isn't qualified for his dream jobs yet. So why not start out small with being a cashier? But unfortunately, you can't do that if you're susceptible to overthinking. You can't think it over and over again about the worst case scenarios possible, wasting valuable time in the progress. It's not why I would constantly overthink about Star Master being unalive. Star Master, I tell you that I haven't left you behind on the other side of this place. Are you, sir? Yes.
Well, the jokes are you, because you can't save her our time, she's gone.
He was so paranoid that he was unable to distinguish the real me from his imaginary one. Yeah, that kinda sounded awful.
Now, repeat after me. You will not go back to the Krusty Krab.
I will destroy the Krusty Krab.
Star, are you okay? I heard that something went wrong. No, Stubborn is perfectly fine. She wasn't alive or anything. It appears that something is making you nervous. I'm perfectly fine. You definitely need help. Definitely you're with me. Can you tell me what you're feeling right now? I tell you, I'm fine. Then how about we take deep breaths instead, sir? Are you relaxed? Yep. Okay, Pooh. Are you worried about Star Master's access? No. I mean, yes, I do. Now repeat after me. Was Star Master really here? Or do you just imagine that she was there? Was Star Master here? Or did I just imagine that she was there? Oh! She wasn't. Well, I just be a silly guy. That's interesting. So not only are you worried about our master, but it appears that you're struggling to take care of yourself. I am? Oh, I do. So that's what we're going to do first. How would you describe yourself? Alright, I the kindest, compassionate, empathetic being here. Okay, repeat that 3 more times. I am the kindest, compassionate, empathetic being here. I am the kindest, compassionate, empathetic being here. I am the kindest, compassionate, empathetic being here. How do you feel? I am feeling much better now. Neat. That's what we need to do, Blue Star. Huh? In any healthy relationship, you need to love yourself first. If you can love yourself for who you want to be, then you'll attack anyone who feels the same way as you do. That includes Star Master too. Oh, I get it. I see it. Be pissing myself hard on my desires that I forgot to take care of myself. Thank you, Pistar. You're welcome. It's your life after all. You don't need approval for someone else to enjoy it. Oh, and one more thing. Your dreams are always there. All you need to do is keep on loving yourself and being patient. I do love myself. And I do love my star mates, but also to myself too.
20 minutes later.
So, why is Overthinking harmful for us? Well, according to this SpongeBob episode, Squidward ended up having to waste an entire day off going back and forth to the Krusty Krab only to get a false alarm Forcibly piss ourselves us that taking deep breaths and learning solo are great ways to cope with overthinking, so that you wouldn't repeat the same things as Squidward did. And speaking of her, I wanted to thank Pisstar for helping me know how to cope with my overthinking. You're welcome, Blue Star. While anyone can fall into the trap of overthinking, people with mental illnesses such as PTSD, anxiety, and depression are more likely to do it. Speaking of depression, I covered that in another supposed to be last month. So if you want to watch that video next, then it should be on the screen right now. Or you can go ahead and watch the entire SpongeBob playlist. And with that being said, this was Mitz, Star Master, and we will see you stars in the sky tonight!